Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I'm going to be creating Kendra's card challenge number 13 and I'm actually doing sketch number 13. I am playing with this new toy I just got. It's the WRMK Memory Keepers rotating precision press, and I just got it. I played with it moments ago and I'm ready to make a card. So I'm really excited. I'm also crafting with the latest release from Trinity Stamps. And what I'm going to do is on this circle, I'm actually going to use the rotating press to stamp out sentiments. I did this in my first look video where I crafted with the this new tool for the first time, just straight out of the box. And I did the same. I'm going to do the same thing this time. I'm just going to aim to, now that I've seen how it looks, I'm going to aim to kind of get the look I was really going for. And because the first one I was just winging it. So I've got a circle. It's cut to 4 inches in diameter. And normally you would use that corner there. You would line up a square card in that corner, but there's the dash lines, and so I'm lining up my circle with the dash line because the dash line actually will show you the perimeter of the wreath that you can build, and that helps you to actually position your stamps when you go to create your wreath, which is what this tool is designed to do. It's designed so that you can really easily and quickly stamp out a wreath pattern. And I'm really loving it. That dial, that magnetic dial is so great. And so what I'm going to do, I already chose my sentiment, and the way that this works is you position your stamp on the plate, and there are the radiating lines, the lines that sort of come out from the bottom center, and those are have markings on them that indicate like how many degrees they are, and that will help you to figure out how many rotations you can fit. So my stamp actually fits between I think the first one ended up being 30 degrees between those two lines. And so it's really easy to kind of tell, where to line up your stamp because there's markings on the glass plate. And depending on the size card, and this will help you actually create wreaths, even onto a 12 by 12 card. So if you do scrapbooking, 12 by 12 scrapbooking, then you can create beautiful wreath patterns there too. And it's as easy as stamping, turning the dial, and then inking and stamping. And it goes so quickly. And what's great about it is that, once you have your stamp positioned, for example, mine did happen to land between 30 degrees. You just look on the dial, everywhere that you see 30 degrees, that's where you want to turn your dial. That's the next stop on the dial to have that continuous circular pattern stamp out evenly. And in my first look video, I winged it also, and it worked out fine too. So you don't have to necessarily just stick to that, but it's designed to work that way. And I'm taking regular stamps that are just straight sentiment stamps, and what I'm doing is I center it straight on the plate, and then I just turn the ends, bend the ends in a little bit to match the curve. So what I'm going for is actually 2 concentric circles of stamped sentiments. So the outer ring says sending, and then I'm gonna stamp this inner ring. Now with the with the second sentiment, it actually landed more in the 60 degree between the two lines that say 60 degrees. So that's how I'm determining how far to turn the dial. But again, you could turn it however far you want. You could just turn it so that you see that it's just past the previous stamping that you did. You can leave a little bit of a gap if you wanted. That's great too. It's just this turning mechanism. I think that's what makes everything so fast, and the tool is really compact too. So I really, really love this so far. I've only used it the 2 times, but I love it for this effect. I don't do a lot of wreath stamping, but I can see there's going to be so many possibilities for this, and I love the fact that it is so compact. So I did notice in the mail just yesterday in my email, Craft Stash is releasing a line of tools, and they have what looks to be a very similar tool as well. So, when you see these things and there's lots of tools that look very similar, it's possible they're exactly the same because manufacturers often do what's called white labeling, and that is they create a product and they basically sell it and allow whoever wants to resell it to put their own branding on it. And so a lot of times some things look very similar, but they are different. A lot of times two things will look very similar and they actually are the same. So I don't know what the case is for between the We Are Memory Keepers one and the one from Craft Stash, but they operate on the same premise and they look pretty identical. But I haven't seen the other one. I don't have it, so I don't know anything for certain. On this sketch, I have some pattern paper from Whimsy Stamps, and Whimsy and Trinity Stamps, they are both super sponsors of Kendra's Card Challenge, so it's really fun to kind of mix and match different brands together. The paper that I'm using, I cut one piece to 2x5, and I used the same pattern paper just on the back side because the pattern papers from Whimsy are double-sided. So the second piece, it's also from the same paper, it's just the back side, and that one measures 2x1. And I cut matte layers for each of those that are each 1/4 of an inch larger in the width and in the height. And I am going to cut off a bit of my circle. My circle is actually larger than the circle that's on the sketch because the rotating press, it has the smallest card size that it is designed for is 4 inches square, and on the sketch it's suggesting 3.5 inch circle. So mine's a 4-inch circle. I think it's fine. And that's how these sketches are. You are totally free to adapt them to the needs of your project. And even if you like making a different size card entirely, you could totally adapt this and alter it however you'd like. You could do different card sizes. You could switch it up, mirror the card, turn it from landscape to portrait and vice versa. So feel free to have fun with this. Kendra's Card Challenge, yes, to enter you do have to make a full set of 15 cards, but they don't have to be really identical to the sketches. Just use the sketches as inspiration and then let your creativity take over. Now, if you are new to Kendra's Card Challenge, I'll leave a link in the description box below to where you can download it. There is a free membership plan to Kendra's Patreon, and so all you need to do is just pop on over to Kendra's Patreon page and sign up for a free account. It's totally free. You just need to sign up because that's where you can download it, and there will be a pinned post, and Kendra will have all of the details there. If you do play along, though, you can enter once a month. So January, February, and March, you can enter once a month and be in for a chance to win a lot of amazing prizes that have been donated by several fabulous prize sponsors, Trinity Stamps and Whimsy Stamps among them. So, besides the chance to win all of these amazing prizes, I just feel like this is a really great resource. I print them out and then I just keep them in my craft room. And whenever I feel like I need a little bit of a jump start in my crafting, like I'm at a loss for ideas, it's nice to pull out a sketch. And with this sketch challenge, it will show you how to take 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper and cut them and turn them into 15 unique card sketches. You don't, after the challenge is over and you're done playing along, you don't always have to complete a full set of 15 cards. You can just use each of these individual sketches as inspiration for whenever you need some fresh new ideas and new layouts. So the cool thing about the stamp set that I'm using from Trinity is that, well, for one, I love the fonts and all of the different variations for the main word hugs, because then I think you can kind of pick the one that gives you the look and feel that you're going for. And then there's a ton of additional sort of sub-sentiments that you can use to complete the phrase. So I love that. And as well, there's actually a coordinating die set that is also a standalone die set. So what's neat about it is that the coordinating die set has the outline die that will let you die cut out the big word hugs if you were to stamp it and then die cut it. But the coordinating die set also has the word die itself. So it's not just outline dies. You get the word die and then the outline die, which I've used the word hugs in both die form here. So I die cut the word hugs and then I die cut its shadow layer or bubble layer. But you could use that bubble layer die to die cut out the stamped word as well. So here's a close-up look at my final card. Look how cool that concentric sentiment stamping is. I just think it's a lot of fun. I really love this rotating press so far. And I did create a snow-themed card because Craft by Jay is running a snow problem challenge in my Crafty Fun with Friends Facebook group. So I hope you'll join me over in my Facebook group as well. All you have to do to play along with our challenge is to make a snow problem themed card and upload it to the challenge album. Jay is offering a prize, and if we hit 100 entries in the challenge, then I will offer a prize as well. So I'll leave a link to my Crafty Fun with Friends Facebook group if you want to pop on over. Thanks so much, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.